Hello.
This is this week's episode of He's Glasgow, She's London. Episode number 7 this week, I believe.
Yes, you're
It
correct.
is,
Sorry,
yes.
yes.
As usual, if you'd like to get in touch with us, please do send us messages on any of our socials, Insta, Twitter, TikTok. That's about it.
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, we'd love to hear from you. Send us some comments, suggestions, questions, anything. Something you'd like us to discuss, read out, all that sort of good stuff. Anyway, how are you, love?
Is that you done?
That's me done.
Okay. Just for the benefit of everyone listening, we started and then Polly was miming for me to stop because she didn't know how to start the podcast.
I don't know, it was recording and I just got a...
I think that's quite sweet. We haven't had any messages, I'm afraid,
Okay.
since last time.
But also, in future, if I'm miming you to pause, don't sit there going, what? What do you want me to do? Just pause it.
I don't know what you meant. You were just pointing. What does that mean?
Okay, that means pause.
Okay, cool. Good to know. I'm very well, love. How are you?
I'm good, thanks, love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, how's your day been?
It's been a lovely day.
It has been a lovely day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bank holiday here in England, so yeah, nice.
I keep forgetting about the bank holiday, even though I've been off all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think it's Sunday, don't you?
I feel like a Sunday.
Yeah, because quite often today you've referred to yesterday as what we did on Saturday, but it's not.
Did I?
Yeah.
Have I done that? I don't remember. Yeah, I keep forgetting it's a bank holiday, but we're still here. We're not taking a day off.
Here we are.
It's been 2 weeks since, and we're committed to the cause.
It's been 13 days since.
Sorry, it has been 13 days since we were a bit late last time. I feel like, part of me feels like, oh, let's do it weekly because it's really fun doing it. But then I don't feel like we have enough to talk about after a week.
Maybe one day we'll have enough to talk about.
We can trial it at some point. Because when it comes to like the first week, I'm like, oh, yay, oh.
Oh, it's not today, it's the
Yeah.
next week. Yeah, I get that.
I'm glad you're all right, love. And thank you for doing the intro. If you haven't guessed
a
yet,
problem.
we're gonna alternate intros every fortnight,
Yeah.
which is fun. I think it's fun.
I think it's fun.
I think it's quite fun, so
I
long
think
as
it's
we're
nice.
having fun.
Exactly.
That's the main thing. I've got my little topics here now. It's looking a bit bare for me,
Oh,
but I think there's a lot to unpack on each point that I've got.
right, okay.
And then I've got a
Sounds serious.
got a lot to talk about this week. I really need to talk to you about stuff, and I thought I'd put it in a podcast.
Oh, dear.
And then I've got a fun game at the end,
Oh,
which I
okay.
think you'll enjoy.
Oh, I do like a game.
Yeah, I think it's quite fun. Should we just jump to the game? No, I'm kidding.
It's like, we got a system.
Exactly. So part of my system, sorry, we should have deliberated on the format again. But I've got the intro section. Again, we've done the intros and the how we are, but I think it's time for listeners' locations.
It is.
Now, we don't have a new country this
Okay.
week, I'm afraid, but we do have a new location within a country, so I thought that would count.
Yeah.
And we have a new location in the US of A, of all places. And we have a listener from Ashburn, wherever Ashburn is. There's probably many Ashburns, so I don't know what state that is.
Yeah, so that's inside a state.
Yeah. So thank you to the one listener from Ashburn, the United States of America.
Woohoo!
I
Thank
hope
you,
you're-
Ashburn.
I hope you're one of the good guys.
Nice to have you.
Lovely to have you. Thanks for listening. We have our usual suspects. We've got our Spanish
Oh,
friends
yeah.
back.
Spain back
They're
in
back.
the room.
Maybe they really want to send us a message, but they don't know how to type in English.
I understand Spanish. Type it in Spanish, or I'll send it to my Spanish mate and she can translate it.
We know people. We've got Spanish mates.
We know people.
We're multicultural. Don't worry about it. Cultured.
Something like that.
Yep. Maybe we're not multicultural. But yeah, thank you to the Ashburn person, whoever you may be, or people, room of people listening off the one device. It could be a
Oh,
whole.
it could be.
It could be a whole concert hall.
Everybody surrounded around the wireless.
Get around the wireless. That's right. Get the wireless on, and yeah. Another little fun factoid about
Oi.
the podcast, semi-related to this. We are very shy, or very close. Sorry, just shy of crossing 150 listens.
Oh,
That's quite nice, isn't it?
150.
That's quite sweet, I think.
I thought you were saying that me and you were shy as people. I was
No.
like,
Do you not think that's quite nice? Obviously, like, we listen to it to make sure it's fine. And obviously your mum and Nat listen to it, which is quite nice.
shout out Joe once again.
Big Joe, there we are, on top of the world, I suppose.
That was a weird sentence for you to say about my mum.
Yeah, there we are. Smashing. But yeah, I think that's quite nice.
Yeah, lovely.
If we conservatively take off you and I and a few people we know, I'd say that's at least 110, 20 people that we don't know.
Yeah.
From all over the world, it seems.
Woohoo.
Big up the Spanish. Yeah, that's quite nice. I think that's my intro section done.
Lovely stuff.
Next part, as usual, some Glasgow/London trivia.
Excellent.
Did you? Oh,
Yeah, I'm prepared.
did you become prepared?
I am so prepared, you can eat your bloody hat.
Well, sorry. Froze me in my tracks there. That was really aggressive. That was awful.
I have got so much London trivia.
I don't need too much. Keep some.
Well, no, this is the thing. I've got so much London trivia and I'm real excited about it. But I'm only going to give you one little piece of it because I've got to save the rest for the rest of the podcast.
There's a tear in my eye. Can I go first then?
Yeah, you.
Okay. I don't think you'll be impressed with this one. I think this one's probably quite obvious.
Okay.
Did you know that it's not about Glasgow, more about a person from Glasgow?
Okay.
That a Glaswegian invented the raincoat.
Aw, that seems rather fitting.
It does seem rather fitting, does it? I don't know who the person is. I probably should have done more research. I took this at face value off a website that I came across in 2 seconds.
I'm assuming it's a John Raincoat or something like that.
Why is it John Raincoat?
I don't know.
Why?
They name things after themselves, but I guess raincoat is named after the coat that you need for the rain.
It's not called John. It's not. Where's my John?
Mr. Raincoat, no? Like Mr.
Oh, so coats didn't exist before Mr.
Yeah,
Raincoat?
yeah.
And then the coat was then invented after the raincoat, and it was a derivative of the raincoat.
Exactly.
Right, well, I didn't know that, so that's good to know.
And he just happened to be also named after the water that falls out of the sky.
What a day that John Raincoat had. He's on to millions. I hope he's getting dividends still.
Yeah.
Well, then. That's all my trivia this week. Was that fun? Did you enjoy that?
That was excellent.
I
Thanks,
actually
love.
quite enjoyed that, to be fair, when I read that. I've got a few more bits as well that I'm keeping in the back burner.
Yeah.
Because I think I'm slowly running out.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing.
So I've only got a few
There's
more
only
episodes. I think
there's infinite trivia, surely.
finite trivia.
Yep.
Yeah.
Finite. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, after a few more episodes, I might be out, so I might start needing to make stuff up. Oh, that could be fun.
What is it or isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Maybe you just start dropping some in.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're going to tell me by mistake that you've run out of
I
trivia
do tell you
points.
quite a lot of stuff,
Yeah.
to be fair. Sorry, you came prepared for once on episode 7.
For once.
Episode 7, and this is the first time you brought any trivia? Did we not agree, like, before even the teaser episode, we should do some trivia? And you're like, that'd be great.
Yeah, but I enjoyed your trivia.
Yeah, but
I was so overcome with joy from your trivia
Shut
that I forgot my trivia.
fucking trivia. Just tell me your fact. Is that about George? No, there's not a
Yeah,
George.
there we go. Hey, come on.
All right.
Right. So I think you'll quite enjoy this.
Okay, hit me with it.
Did you know that there's a secret underground mail train in London? And you can ride it.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm saving this tasty tidbit for you, haven't I?
what do you mean by mail train? Like the Royal Mail use it?
So, the Royal Mail used to use it. In 1911, a 6.5 mile long underground railway was built to carry letters around London to different sorting offices.
Oh,
So, it went all the way from Paddington to Whitechapel,
I know those.
and it was operational 22 hours a day. So they just used to put it all in, send it off to the various sorting offices around London, send it back again so everybody had all their right post, and then obviously they sorted it and sent it to smaller regions.
That's quite interesting. I enjoyed that.
Yeah. And then, so the usage of this underground mail train stopped in 2003, but now you can just ride it as part of the London Postal Museum.
You answered the question that I was going to have.
I know.
So thank you for that. Appreciate your foresight. That is cool. I enjoy that. You just reminded me. I'm going to save another episode of trivia from the Glasgow side.
All right.
Maybe I'll use it next week. Maybe I'll use it in a few episodes' time.
Okay.
I'll need to write it down before I forget. But you know what? I've just realised it's a bit unfair because London is 10 times the size of Glasgow.
Oh, what? So I should have loads more trivia than you?
Yeah, so you're going to have way more trivia than I do. Because we don't have
Well,
a number.
you're steeped in history.
That's true. As if you're not.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, right, okay. I enjoyed that though. That was quite nice. That's a lovely one.
Not for the listeners, but this is what it looks like for you.
That's very cute.
It's a very cute little red train.
It is a very cute little red train.
Red because the Royal Mail is red, I would assume.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
Do you think there's an unroyal mail? And they just...
Yeah, it's called like... What's that thing? You can send like potatoes with angry messages on to people.
Oh, you can do that, can't you?
I can't remember what it's called.
Do you want one?
A potato?
With an angry letter on it?
No thanks, not from you.
Well, I asked someone to do it.
No.
Oh.
I don't want anyone to be angry at me enough to send an angry potato.
Can you imagine you actually got one of them? Legit in the door? That'd be weird.
That'd be so weird.
Well,
Well,
thanks
through the letterbox anyway.
Thanks for your little tidbit.
No,
I really
no
enjoyed
problem.
it, and I'm very impressed that you're actually prepared for once.
But hold tight for next week because there's loads more.
gonna say, that's
Don't
lots-
look
that's
at my notes.
That's lots of notes you've got there. Mm-hmm. Putting my notes to shame.
Yep.
What have we been up to?
Well, you've been bloody gallivanting around Germany.
Can I tell you something before we get on to Germany?
Okay.
It's something that I meant to include in last episode
Right.
that I completely forgot about.
Okay.
And it's probably not going to be funny the way I delivered it, but I thought it was so funny when it happened.
Okay.
Like, so for people that might not have listened, or for people that forgot, last episode was all about me going to the Fringe. Mm-hmm. Not all about me, but that was a big... that was
Great, I was here too.
That was a big party. Like me, that's what I done. That's what I done
Yeah.
that week. I went to the Fringe. Well, so as you know, the Scottish train systems aren't as sophisticated
Nowhere near.
as London, i.e. you can't tap in and tap off and all that sort of thing. So quite often, quite a lot of the train stations, you can just get on the train. And we still have an old school conductor that walks up and down
Yeah.
the carriages, because their trains aren't as big. They're like sometimes as small as 3 carriages, sometimes as big as 6.
Whoa.
Yes, but we don't need as many. Anyway, my point is you can get on and off if you're lucky without paying anything. So we got on a particular train station that didn't have barriers.
Right.
And it was going all the way through Edinburgh, so we were going to pay at some point. It's like 50 minutes or something. But the train was packed, so it was taking ages for the conductor to come down.
Right.
So we could see the conductor enter our carriage, but it was going to be at least another 5-10 minutes before she
Right.
got to us. So we were like, all right, okay, let's buy our tickets on the train line app
Before she gets
before she gets here.
Right.
And, we'll get it cheaper, sort of thing. So we're like, or wherever we just came from, or what's coming up next that we'll get to next before she gets here.
Right.
And we were quite close to Edinburgh at this point, so we're only a few stops away. So we were all chatting about it, and I was getting a bit mixed up, because everybody was chatting about those 6s,
Oh, dear.
as well as like the
Yeah.
the loud rowdiness of the carriage. So I was getting a bit mixed up, and I was like, who's going where, who's doing what, who's got their... I couldn't tell what was going on. So we just passed Edinburgh Park,
Okay.
I think, as a station. Or I thought we'd passed Edinburgh Park, but we hadn't yet. And I was like, oh, that's only 2 stops from Haymarket or Waverley. I'm just going to do that.
Okay.
I'm just gonna buy a single from... And it was going to be like £3.50 as opposed to £16.
Right.
So I was on the train line. I was like, oh, here we go, £3.50, boom, done it. And then she got up to us, and we hadn't passed Edinburgh Park yet.
Oh no.
And I had also bought the ticket for the future.
Oh no.
And I thought that was so funny. I couldn't stop laughing. As if I was trying to get away with...
By buying a return ticket as well, and
For a train,
Yeah.
for a station we hadn't even got to yet, for 2 hours' time.
Oh love.
So I just panicked and just got a full return, which I should do anyway, to be fair.
Yeah.
But I thought that was really funny.
Did all the other boys get it right?
Colin done the same as me.
Right.
He bought the same ticket, which I thought was very funny.
Yeah.
The rest of the boys just done it normally.
I think it's quite sweet because you're not a very good liar, and
I don't like lying.
No,
I
you're
don't
not.
need to lie.
Yeah, and you kind of I feel like your face gives it all away anyway, even if you've got the right tickets.
So I wasn't first to get a ticket. I can't remember who was. I was like second or third, and she's like, where are you going? And it felt like everyone stopped for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
Panic.
Yep. And I just went, oh, return from Shettleston, please.
Oh,
And that was it.
no love. So did you end up paying for?
Oh, I got my 350 returned.
Right.
Yeah, because I hadn't activated it, which was good.
Right. Okay. Good.
So it was. I didn't lose anything. It was only 350. But just in that moment, I was like, I can't believe I bought.
Yeah.
It. Yeah, it was very funny. It was funnier than what you're laughing at. It was really funny. But yeah,
Sweet.
I forgot all about that. Yeah.
So smooth, my love.
So yeah, there we go. But yeah, back to this week. I have been gallivanting about Germany, haven't I?
You have been.
I've got 2 trains of thought for this. One, well, it was for work purposes, everyone. I wasn't just gallivanting about Germany.
Yes.
I was there for 5.5, 6 days,
Yeah.
all in, I would say. But my 2 trains of thought were, I loved it because it's fun and it's, it was for Gamescom, which is a big fun thing.
Yeah.
It's my second time. Thought it was great. Love the city, all the rest of it. But 2, I really missed you.
Yeah.
And I really missed the baby.
Yeah.
Because that's the longest I've been away from the baby.
Yes.
And it was really hard.
And it's the longest you've been away from me in a year.
That's true as well. Because the first time I'd been away overnight was for the whole train fiasco a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
That was only 2 nights though, all in. Mm-hmm. But this time it was 5 whole nights. 6 whole nights, because I never saw her Monday.
No, you didn't.
Kinda.
Yeah.
5.5, 6 nights. So yeah, it was really hard.
Yeah.
It was, genuinely. And I know it must have been hard for you.
I was going to say.
Yeah, I'm not...
I missed her so much. Yeah, I was with the baby on my own for
I was
a
eating
week.
schnitzel and drinking Steins. And I was just so hard.
Going out partying with your pals.
I wasn't partying all the time.
No, you worked sometimes and then you partied in the night times.
Yes. But...
And I did not party.
No.
The baby partied a little.
How was it for you, love?
Tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the hardest part?
I think it's just like the exhaustion creeps in. Like the first couple of days, you're like, oh, it's all right. And then obviously she wasn't sleeping as well as she had been for whatever reason. I don't know if she was missing you or something else. And then obviously I'm the one that's getting up and doing everything overnight and then entertaining her all day and that sort of thing. Luckily I had my parents around for support. Yeah. It's just non-stop, really. You don't ever really just get to sit down and stop.
I did feel really guilty.
You did.
I felt
know.
awful about it.
Yeah. I don't think you should feel guilty. Like, it's not like you were off in Vegas or something like that. But no, it was tough. But it's good. Like, I feel good that we got through it.
You done really well.
Thanks.
And you're a terrific mother, so...
Thank you.
Yeah, I knew the baby would be in wonderful hands, as she always is. But I knew it would be hard.
Yeah. I think there was like a sense of achievement getting through each day and that kind of thing. And obviously you were as communicative as you could be and trying to get phone calls and stuff in, which was nice because it's just nice hearing your voice and stuff. Because I think that was hard as well, is that obviously normally at the end of a day, me and you sit down together and I can debrief or unload to you or just have a cuddle. And I was just like, just here on my own again.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Oh.
One of these things, isn't it? Get through it.
Yeah. But I think it's one of these things that kind of need to happen.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
For both of us.
Yeah.
It just so happens mine's fell quite early in her life. When she's just starting to crawl about quicker and run about and be a bit more of a menace in a lovely way.
Yeah, she's not a menace.
Not a
She's
menace.
just very active.
Yes.
And you have to chase her around everywhere, which is draining as well.
And eventually it will happen that you want to go away or need to go away or whatever, and that's fine. But yeah, it was tough for me, but it was obviously really, really tough for you.
Agreed.
Yeah. Germany was fun though.
And we missed you loads.
Oh, I know. And I did. I missed you so much and I missed the baby so much. I felt like crying every day.
Oh.
Like, when I was on the phone to you, especially when I was FaceTiming you, I was like, oh.
Yeah, the FaceTimes were cute.
Yeah, they were
I think
cute.
the baby was a bit confused. She can hear you and see you, but you're not there.
Yeah.
Or like when it wasn't a FaceTime and she can hear your voice, but she can't see you.
Yeah.
It's confusing, but...
I didn't get the reaction I wanted though when I came back finally. She fucking looked at me as if didn't know me. She's like, all right.
Oh, it's you again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, your reaction was lovely.
Yeah.
That was nice. I enjoyed that. And then I snuck up behind the baby and I was like, hello. And she turned around and she just kind of looked at me and then she turned away.
Yeah. She was hungry though.
Fair.
I think she was just like, right, are you going to feed me now?
But then I feel like she warmed up a little bit. Which
Yeah,
was
she
nice.
definitely did. And then she basically wouldn't let you put her down.
Yeah. And that's nice. I enjoyed that. That was quite wholesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, and Germany was nice.
Yeah.
On a happy note. It was in Cologne. For any Cologneites out there.
Ooh.
I don't know if that's what they're called.
I don't know.
Second time in the city, second Gamescom, which was fun, very busy, shattered all the time.
And the Germans love the Scots now. So.
They do, we're best pals, which was nice. First taxi I got and we started talking about kilts, which was good.
Perfect.
I told you about that nice man who asked me for directions. Asked me for directions.
Yeah.
who was German. Granted, it was part of the experience, not the city.
Yeah, I was going to say, I wasn't asking you for directions around Cologne.
And then he ended up with like, oh, you Scottish? Oh, that's cool. I was like, yep.
Just super happy to meet a Scottish person.
Yes, I am. But Cologne's lovely. It kind of, I'll say to you, I've kind of repeating what I've said, but for the benefit of the podcast, it's quite small. It's a very walkable city.
Yeah.
Which is good. Reminds me of Glasgow quite a bit.
Yeah.
Like
the architecture
kind of decaying a little bit, which is nice. So that's a weird sense, but you know what I mean. Just things are old and aged and historic and stuff.
Gothic, aren't
Gothic,
they?
that's a better word for it. They've got a big ass cathedral, which is bigger than our cathedral, unfortunately.
Oh dear.
Oh, it's fucking huge.
They out cathedral, your cathedral.
They do, to be fair. And do you know what? I'm not even mad about it. It's a work of human history, or a feat of humankind.
Cool.
Is what I'm trying to say. But it's lovely, and it's really lovely lit up at night time. And I enjoyed it. It was good. I was up early every day. I was up at like the back of 6 every day. Sometimes I didn't stop working until midnight.
That means just after 6.
Just after 6 for the uncultured.
For the non-Scottish.
For the uncultured.
I've only just worked out what that means a few weeks ago.
You're now cultured. Okay. But yeah, it was lovely. It was good. I think you would enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's a nice city. There's lovely places to eat.
I always like exploring new cities.
Good places to drink. It is an hour and 10 minutes away on a plane.
Yeah, it was a very fast flight. That was...
Up and down.
Yeah.
Up and down.
Yeah, that was good.
And then the airports aren't really far away either from the city centre. So yeah, overall very nice. Loved it. Stayed in a lovely hotel that I stayed in last year. Had a great time.
Wonderful.
Brilliant. Didn't eat any currywurst.
Sad times.
Very sad times. Or bratwurst. Wanted to. It was my one goal. I got mixed up between currywurst and schnitzel.
That was funny.
Ordered the big schnitzel. And
expecting a sausage to come out and you just got a flattened chicken.
Fucking monstrosity came out. I still ate it. It was still nice.
Yeah, of course it was.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. But yeah.
Not what you were expecting.
Not what I was expecting at all. No, I told you, didn't I? Like one of the people I was with was explaining what a schnitzel was. And they explained what a schnitzel was. But in my mind I was like, they're wrong. That's not a schnitzel.
I've got this so right.
Yeah, that's a sausage with curry on it. And they're going to be so humiliated. And then it turned out that I was wrong. Yeah. Lovely time though. Very good. Probably go back next year. Probably need to go back next year. Maybe not for as long, but overall it was very good fun.
Cool.
Nice. What have you been doing? What have you been up to, love?
Looking after the baby.
The baby.
The baby.
The baby.
Organised one of my best friend's baby showers.
You did.
Which went very well.
It was wonderful.
Saturday.
You've done a great job.
Thank you. Yeah, we got all the decorations up with sort of 30 seconds to spare before people started arriving, so that was nice.
Yep.
Yeah, it took a bit of logistics and roping my parents into even more things and looking after the baby and blowing up a million balloons and all this sort of thing, so they were lifesavers once again. But no, it's good. It was nice that they went so well, and the prego lady was very happy and emotional, as was the dad to be very happy and impressed with the turnout and the way it all went.
It turned out really nice.
Yeah.
Like, as in, like, the amount of people.
Yeah.
And honestly, you've done such a good job.
Thank you.
It was wonderful. It came together wonderfully. The venue was lovely.
It was.
The food was nice.
Yeah.
The decorations were top tier. Games were fun.
Good.
Everyone had a really, really nice time.
Lovely.
You've done a great job.
Thank
You should
you.
consider it as a career move.
Oh.
Genuinely.
Baby showers.
Yeah, stuff like that. Why not?
Stuff like that,
You're
yeah.
good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great day.
Thank you.
It was nice. And I enjoyed being there as well.
Yeah. Did get a bit sleepy towards the end.
I was so tired.
Yeah. You'd been up and came straight from the airport, but...
Oh yeah, it's not just because I was tired.
Yeah.
Like I was thinking about it when I was sitting in the pub. I was like, I was in Cologne this morning. And now I'm here in a pub in wherever we were. Can't remember where it was.
Don't even know. Just got a taxi there, drove home.
Just got a taxi there, and that was it. And I was like, this is mad. Because I got an earlier flight and some people were still in Germany. And I'm like, they're still there, texting me. They're in there. And I'm like, hello,
Had a baby shower.
I'm at a baby shower. Yeah, it was brilliant. So yeah, it was good fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Good.
But I was very tired, as you said. My foot's been a bit sore as well.
Okay.
Yeah. For people that are listening, Polly just rolled her eyes at me.
Not the just do the people need this level of information?
I think people are interested, but
Okay.
that's fine if they're not. What else have we been doing?
Not a lot, to be honest.
We went for a lovely day today.
Yeah, we had a cute day today. Little family day. Out for some brunch.
We had some lovely brunch.
Fed the baby some stuff.
She loved it.
Had a little walk about. Yeah, it's cute.
It was very good. That's everything we've been doing over 2 weeks.
Well, the general day today, you know. What's the baby been up to?
Well, that's the next section.
Exactly.
Shall we chat about the baby then?
Yeah.
What has the baby been doing?
Just getting into everything, really.
Yeah, well, you know more than me over the past week.
She's pulling all the books off, eating all the books, scrumpling all the books.
Loves books at the minute.
Has worked out how to get your DVDs off the shelf. We
She
thought they
has.
were safe. They are not safe. We thought they were safe because they're so tightly compacted. But no, she's figured it out. She's got the strength now, and you know, she just gets stronger and stronger. She was doing a weird little downward dog booty shake at some point, and I think she's preparing to walk. She's travelling now, so she cruises across all of the furniture. Yeah, everything.
She's doing mad. Moving mad.
Moving mad.
That's it. She destroyed my Lord of the Rings book.
She did.
Didn't destroy it, it's still intact, but it's very creased, which is upsetting.
You've never read it.
Sorry?
And you've never read it.
I haven't read it, not yet,
Yeah.
to be fair. But I saw it the other day and then I turned away for a second, turned back, and it was scrunched up in her mouth. And I was like, oh, that
was pristine 2 seconds ago.
it only cost me £9.
That's right.
So it's a modern copy, it's not
Yeah.
like a first edition.
Oh God, could you imagine?
I know, it would not be on the bottom shelf.
No.
It's my own fault, really, for keeping it on the bottom shelf.
Well, this is what I've said to you multiple times, and I specifically said to you before you left.
Yeah.
If you don't want things destroyed, you better move them now, because I can't be responsible.
It's cute though, right?
I can obviously be responsible for the child.
I'm not responsible for this child when they're gone. So whatever she does is your fault. Yep. All the way in Germany. There we go. Yeah, it's cute though. It's nice when she's like,
Yeah.
and she runs away and she's like, oh, crawls away. And then you pick her up and you put her down and she just crawls immediately back to what she's doing.
Yeah.
She's not learned no yet.
And she's got a funny thing that she sort of crawls halfway and then stops and turns around and looks at you, and you say, no, come back. And then she just carries on.
Yep.
And it's like she wants to be told no just so that she can defy you.
Yep. She's also kind of high-fiving on demand.
Oh, yeah, that's
Which I
good.
think's
I
fun.
really like that.
Yeah, well, I say high five, like high 50, because she slaps your hand loads of times. But it's fun and it's cute.
Yeah.
I think she understands what's going on.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
she knows exactly what we want her to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've also wrote down here that she is kind of saying both mama and dada.
She is.
I'm not convinced that she's actually saying the
I
meaning
think she
behind
is,
them.
but I think she doesn't know who's who.
Well, do they not say that they don't really differentiate that way? They just say it.
They say
because-
that they normally
yeah.
say dada first, but it relates to both
Yeah.
because they don't see their mothers as a separate entity to them.
That's right. You said that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
But yeah, I think she's saying both, and she just uses it for anybody that's around. But she knows.
Yeah. She's physically saying the words. She says those words.
Yeah.
But I'm not convinced yet. Maybe she is. Maybe she'll prove us wrong.
Yeah.
But I think it's quite cute. And she's still screaming on everyone to get their attention.
She does.
It works every time.
Every time.
She was doing it today at the little cute place we were at for lunch.
And I couldn't even see who she was, like, but then she was shouting. So you know that she's shouting at somebody because of the way that she does it. She's like, ah!
Yeah, you can tell it's an attention cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I couldn't see because of there was a doorway in the way or whatever. I craned my neck over and there was just a woman gleaming at her. So,
But see, she always gets a wonderful reception.
well, that's the thing.
Of
Yeah,
everyone, which is quite nice.
Nobody seems to mind that she
They
does
don't,
it.
do they?
And then even when they look away, she does it again.
Yeah.
So that they,
She's very, what's the word? I don't know, but she'll just stare at you until you stare back at her, like strangers.
yeah.
Like, she'll actively just put her head right forward
I'm
and creep.
here.
Yeah, she's like, hello. Yep.
Yep, look
And
at
then
me.
sometimes the people go, oh, ha, ha, hello. And then obviously they go back to their conversation.
Yeah.
But she still stares at them and I'm like, this is really awkward.
Yeah. She
Please.
wants them to stare at her
Yeah,
for
please.
the entire time we're sat there.
Please stop this, baby. It's very cute, but
Some people do just stare at her for the entire time because she's so cute.
That's
but,
true.
Yeah.
that is true. It'll be nice when we go to Italy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll chat about that when we actually go to Italy.
Yeah.
Will there be a podcast before then? There should be. And then there'll be one afterwards.
Yes.
Yeah, there will be.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Um,
I just remembered a couple of things about us in the last 2 weeks.
oh, okay. Here we go.
The first one, which I think is just funny, is in relation to bank holidays again, because you just never know when there's going to be a bank holiday. So I realise as we're coming up to the bank holiday that I need to tell you there's a bank holiday coming. And then you're like, oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, but there's a reason for that.
And then I have to keep reminding you for a little
Again,
while.
I refer to my previous sentence. There's a reason for that.
Mm-hmm.
I never got bank holidays before.
I know, and it's
For
quite
like
cute because
5
every time you're like, wow.
For like 5 or 6 years, I never got bank holidays. Like I got the
Yeah.
annual leave like back, but like default bank holidays I never got.
Yeah.
Because my previous workplace was open 24/7, Christmas, New Year, whatever.
Yeah, so you had to work them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's still quite new to me, to the point where yes, I agree. I'm like, oh, that's amazing, brilliant.
Oh, I'll get an extra day off.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
that's
great.
lovely.
It was so good. Even like when we were coming home from the airport, like, oh, good, we're off on Monday. I was like, oh, we're off on Monday. This is so good. So yes,
I
thanks
think
for
it's very sweet. But it's
thanks for
funny.
reminding me. I do appreciate it, but it's not just because I'm forgetful. It's because I'm just not used to bank holidays.
And it's funny because it starts creeping up, and I'm like, he has no idea, does he? He thinks he's going to work on Monday.
You should just let me get up one day. Just go all the way to the office, like, hello.
No, because I don't want you here.
That's true. Okay, fair enough.
And then the other thing that was quite funny is, must have been over a week ago, before you went to Germany, you were going to the gym one day, and we have a set of keys that also let us into our residence gym that neither of us hold. We have our own keys that don't have the gym fob on, and we have a key bowl at the door. And you were leaving for the gym. I had been the last person that had gone to the gym, and you were, oh, where are the gym keys? I said, oh, they should be in the bowl. And you said, they're not in the bowl. And I was like, oh, right, that's weird. Got up to come and look, walked towards the bowl, and you said, oh, are you going to look in the bowl? Because I just told you I looked in the bowl. And I said, oh, really? Because the keys are in the bowl.
I never said it like that.
You said
You're up in my attitude levels.
You had sass on you. You cannot
Not
deny
that, not that much though. I wasn't like, oh, excuse me, hello.
it. Well, it was.
It wasn't. I was like, oh, you're going to look in the bowl, are you?
Yeah, it was like, oh, you're looking in the bowl. I've looked in the bowl.
I was wrong.
You were very wrong.
I was very wrong.
There was one set of keys in that bowl, and it was the keys for the gym.
I got mixed up between the fob shape and size.
Yes.
And for some reason in my mind, I thought, oh, the gym fob has just got its own set of keys. There's no other fobs on there, which doesn't make sense. I understand
how would you
that.
get back in the
exactly.
house?
It
Yeah.
doesn't make sense. But in my mind in that moment, I was like, oh no, that's not them because there's too many fobs
So you
on
said,
there.
oi, where have you put those keys?
Oh, you
Yeah.
fuck. It's my exact words. You know what? I'll own it. That's fine. You just reminded me of something else I'd done
What did
that I
you do?
completely forgot about. Where was I going? I was going outside for some reason. And I went to the wrong door.
Oh, God, yeah.
Where was I
Tried
going?
to get in someone else's
I
flat.
couldn't believe it.
You went down to the car to get something, I
It was
think,
just out
and
of the
then you
car or
came
down to
back
the bin.
up. Yeah.
Something silly like that.
Yeah.
And I went up one floor too many.
And then tried to get in upstairs door.
Yeah, because like the floors, for just descriptive purposes, I assume they're the same layout all the way up.
Yeah.
But certainly the floor above us is the exact same layout.
Yeah.
And I was walking up quite the thing. And I remember thinking, as I was walking down the corridor, this seems a bit funny. Because obviously it wasn't in a corridor, but it's decorated the same, so I never thought anything of it.
Yeah.
And I remember looking at the lock, and like when we lock our door, you obviously straighten the lock to pull the key out, like put it vertical.
Yeah.
It was sideways.
Yeah, and you'd only just left it.
And I'd only just left, so I was like,
that's weird.
yeah, that's weird. So I was trying to put my key in, wasn't going in. I was proper like, you know, like fiddling about with all the rest of it. I knocked on the door because I thought you'd locked the door for some reason. And then in my head, I was like, she's locked the door and left the key on the other side.
Even though that doesn't
We
happen.
don't have a key on the
Yeah.
inside. I was all over the place. And I just looked up and I just saw the door number and I was like, that's not my house.
Quick, run
I
away.
was there for like 2 minutes. I hope they weren't in.
I don't think they were.
They couldn't have been.
No.
Otherwise, they were just standing behind the door. Well, to be fair, it was like, 7 in the morning or something? It was quite early for some reason.
It was an odd time, yeah. It was,
So maybe they were in their bed.
yeah.
And they're like, who
Why
is this
is this
maniac trying to get in
person-
our
yeah.
house? Like, what is going on here? So if you happen to be that person somehow listening to this, I am very sorry. I was just sleep deprived or something. But I thought that was so weird.
That was very weird.
It was funny though, in
Yeah.
hindsight. But I couldn't believe I went to the wrong. We've lived here for nearly a year now, and I went to the wrong. It doesn't matter how long we lived here.
Funny.
Yeah, sorry upstairs. Apologies about that. That was very fun. Nay.
Fun? No.
I hope I didn't scare you. I promise I didn't mean anything of it. I wasn't trying to rob you or break in. Although you did pour stuff on our balcony from upstairs, so maybe I was trying to come in and get your cushion. I wasn't.
Anyways.
Moving on. Sorry about that. I don't have anything else between now and my fun little game.
Okay. I've got my usual fun little bits and pieces.
I would love to hear your fun little bits and pieces.
Polly's tidbits.
Oh, Polly's tidbits. I like that.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Okay, cool. I've named mine's fun little bits.
Fun little bits.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got an Am I the Arsehole?
Oh,
I've got one that I've named Shirtless Players,
okay.
one that I've named Pineapples, one Kebabs, one Prestigious, and one that I've named a thing, but I can't say the thing because we've got a note thing.
Do we have time for all this?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, you go first. Sorry, before you start, I've actually got two little bits now that I've just remembered.
Right.
I think mine's are going to be longer than yours.
Okay.
So shall I do one of mine? Then you do all of yours and then we'll do the second one.
Okay.
Okay. The first one, I've literally just remembered. It's a game we were playing in Germany. And it was a question of the day. But it was like, and I'll tell you the questions, but it's like, can you name the worst X? Everyone got the full day to think of an answer.
Right.
And the person that lost had to then come up with the question the next day.
Right.
So the first one was, and I missed this one, so I wasn't part of it. The first one was, what is the worst thing to eat out of a small bowl?
Okay.
And then everyone would come up with an answer.
Yeah.
And then the worst answer, i.e. the thing that's actually quite good to eat out of a small bowl, would be the...
Right.
Do
Okay.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm asking you, what, in your opinion, is the worst thing to eat out of a small bowl?
A steak.
That was up there. Someone did that, and that was up there. Like, because the person who came up with the question then chat GPT'd generic answers, and
Right.
steak was up there. The winner was a rack of ribs. As in, that's the worst thing to eat out of a small bowl.
Yeah.
The loser was an apple. Because an apple fits in a small bowl
It does, but how do you eat in it?
with a spoon.
Yeah, that's difficult.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought that wasn't the best question, but that was the first one to kick off the day.
Right.
The second one was, what is the if you chose one item of food, not one item of food, but an item of food off a menu. So it has to be like a realistic thing. It can't be like
Yeah.
jelly deals plus grass. Like, it has to be something you would order off a menu. If you were to blend it and drink it, what would be the worst thing?
I don't know.
No, but I'm asking you. That's the question. Like, what, in your opinion, is if you blended an item of food, would be the most disgusting thing to drink?
I don't think it's really disgusting if it's a meal anyway.
You're not going to drink certain things though, like drinking it, like a glass of something.
I really don't think it's that bad. Like the baby, or like babies have pureed meals like that.
It's a liquid.
Yeah.
You're not understanding this game.
Okay, well you explain it then. Well, don't explain it. Just give me the examples.
Well, my answer was eggs Benedict.
Okay.
Can you imagine blending and drinking eggs Benedict?
I don't think it would taste that bad.
Yeah, it would. It'd be awful.
But then when I eat, I take a bit of the whole meal on the food anyway, so it's just that in blended form.
This isn't how I thought this game was going to go.
I don't think that's bad at all.
All right. Okay, fair enough. Cool. Do you want to know the last question?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, just a little...
Yeah, tell me what was said.
well,
what was said.
Someone... The loser, so the best thing, someone said coffee.
It's liquid anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So they got ridiculed out of the room. That was
Yeah,
fun.
of course.
When I said eggs Benedict, everyone was like, oh, that's not that bad.
Yeah.
And then when the chat GPT'd, it was number 4 or 5.
Okay.
I was not vindicated. The person that won was, and I can't remember the name of the food, but they described it as the smelly intestine that's turned into a sausage that stinks.
A blood sausage.
No, it's made out of like intestines and bits and all that.
Haggis.
No. I don't know the words for it. Someone else said like shellfish because it actually have the bits in it and stuff.
Right.
Like the shell and all that.
Oh god, yeah, that would be bad.
Oh, say, would you drink that?
That would be bad.
Yeah.
But that you're not supposed to eat those bits.
But that's the point of the game.
Yeah, okay, I get it. I get it more now.
Yeah, okay.
I'm thinking like if you blend a burger and chips, it's still going to taste like burger and chips.
Well, someone did say a Big Mac meal with a banana milkshake. That's awful. That's a whole
But people
meal,
dip their chips in it anyway. Anyways.
This game isn't.
Yeah.
Right, okay. And the last question was, if you could date a household appliance, what would it be?
I think just give me the examples. That
Well, I said my handheld milk frother.
You would date the handheld milk frother.
And that'd be the
That would be the worst thing.
Yeah,
okay.
let's just move on to your bits because you're not.
Yeah.
You're not answering.
Let's edit this whole bit out.
No, I'm keeping this bit in for the sake of transparency.
Right. Okay, what would you like first?
Polly's tidbits, please hit me with them all.
Okay. So the first one is an Am I the Arsehole?
Okay, here we go.
Am I the arsehole for refusing to roleplay as a cat for my husband? See, I'm going to read this to you, but I want you to think of it in a funny way, in the sense that you really want a cat. I refuse to get a cat.
This isn't the same thing.
What? Oh, this isn't the same thing.
No.
Right. So, I, 24 female, am married to my husband, 24 male. My husband, since I met him, showed interest in cute stuff, including anime girls, nekomimis, etc. I don't know what it means. His favourite animals is cats. Before we got married, he told me, when we get married, I would like you to roleplay as a cat. I refused, due to being grossed out from anime cat girls and how much they go overboard in acting cute and innocent, and brushed the thing off. We then got married, and the topic was brought up again by him several times, until one time he told me, can you at least do it for my sake, because of the hard time I have at work. So I said, if I'm going to roleplay as a cat, you have to roleplay as a cat as well, and it'll be an activity that we do together. He refused. She wants to know if she's the asshole for not wanting to roleplay as a cat.
Of course she's not.
No.
What a fucking weirdo. Like, I don't mean to kink shame people, but like, that's not right. That doesn't sit right with me.
She then edited and said, by the way, this is non-sexual. He just wants her to behave as a cat around the house.
No, I think that's a bit strange.
She did, in the end, get him to also wear cat ears.
So the two of them were sitting about meowing and all that?
Yeah.
That's not. Sorry, like. No, maybe I'm being a bit.
You don't want a cat that badly, then.
No, not that badly. And I think it's funny how you're equating that situation to me wanting a cat, an actual cat.
No, I'm just imagining that he first asked for a cat and she said no, and he's like, right, well, if you won't give me a cat, you can be the cat.
I think, again, I'm not trying to, like people can live their lives how they want. That's fine. I don't care what you do or what you're up to, as long as you're nice.
Yeah.
That's fine. Doesn't matter. But that's weird.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be caught doing that. Do it in your own house. They are doing it in their own house. And that's, do you know what, more power to them. But still, that's weird. No, she's not the arsehole. She's fine. Nowhere close to being the arsehole. Was there people defending it? Like him?
No. Most people, pretty much everybody was just
okay.
No, don't do that. Just do what you want to do and don't be pushed into things.
Exactly. No, that's madness, that.
Okay, the next one.
Okay.
Prestigious.
Okay. I like that you've titled these.
How to find a prestigious girlfriend? ?
Oh.
Everything about my life has been preordained for prestige. I go to a prestigious school, MIT, Caltech, Harvard. I have prestigious internships, Jane Street, Google Brain Citadel. I live in a prestigious city, New York, Dubai. Wear prestigious clothes, have a prestigious haircut, and use prestigious words.
What a prestigious wank. Wait, sorry, that's so fucking...
My life has essentially been optimised for prestige. The issue is, I'm dating a girl that is not very prestigious. She goes to less prestigious school, Berkeley, Waterloo, CMU. Has less prestigious internships, Facebook, HRT, Google, but not Google Brain. And lives in a less prestigious city, Bay Area, which is San Francisco, I believe.
I think the Bay Area is quite nice, so I've heard.
I'm seriously not sure what to do here. I do truly love her, but it seriously hurts my reputation being around someone so unprestigious. Any advice on finding someone in my calibre of prestige?
That's fucking weird. Do you know what? Break up with her for her sake. Yeah. She doesn't deserve that shit. That's
and if you're so prestigious, could you please find another word for prestigious?
Yeah. That's a rotten. That can't be real. It is real, but like I can't. But people live like that. People are like that.
Yeah. And you are not prestigious at all if you behave like that.
Not at all.
Regardless of where you go and what you have.
That's not right. Do you know what baffles me? I'm probably coming across as a bit judgmental for quite a lot of things, and like, you know, whatever. Again, baseline, I don't care who you are or what you do. Just don't be nice. Just be nice.
Don't be nice.
Just be nice. Don't be an arse. But that's being an arse.
Yeah.
Like that's.
And that's just him writing a thing so everybody goes, oh, you're so prestigious.
Oh, look at you, Google Brain. Fuck off.
Wow.
Yeah. Why doesn't he Google Brain it? Is that a thing?
I have no idea.
Don't even know what Google Brain is.
No.
Thanks for sharing that.
I just thought it was funny.
These last two things that you brought up to me have really riled me up in certain ways.
Sorry, let's move on to more funny things.
Okay, cool.
So, also I learned in the last 2 weeks what TIL means, thanks to you.
And I made a funny joke about it.
Today I learned what TIL means. Boo boo boo!
That was my joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, this is a tweet. Today I learnt there is a word in ancient Greek that means bad at summer or unfit for summer, and it pleases me to know that this has been going on for thousands of years, for I too am bad at summer. And of course this made me think of you.
You think I'm bad at summer?
As in like the heat and...
Oh, right, okay. I don't know what you meant.
As in, you can't step outside, you can't be warm, you know.
Yeah, okay, well, what's the word?
Cacothereris.
Cacothereris. Okay. Well, I am very cacothereris. Is this a stitch up? Does that mean actually something else?
No, well, I mean, according to this tweet, that's exactly what it means. And I just thought, it just reminded me of you. I thought it was cute that there's a word for it, so you've got lots of people on your side.
So I'm diagnosed now, is what you're saying?
I think it's just a word, I don't think.
Diagnosed with cacothereris. Do you think I can go to the GP and say, I am really suffering?
I don't think they can give you anything for
listen,
it.
No, just like picture the scene. I'm in the doctor's office and I go, I've got really bad cacothereris. And they give me a prescription for really ice cold Monster.
Oh, of course.
And Factor 50. And that's it. That's the cure, because I'm cool and hydrated. Kinda.
You also have access to these things already.
Yeah, but I need to pay for them.
Okay, right,
Yeah.
okay. You get unlimited because of your cacothereris.
Do you know what?
I'm probably saying that wrong as well.
Do you know, you hear about these things in the paper where the people go, oh, I need this ridiculous thing, like people that get hair transplants on the NHS, a lot of shite. You could probably get away with that if you pushed hard enough.
Yeah, probably.
Thanks, I enjoyed that one.
Okay, good.
Nice.
Now this one really made me laugh. I don't really know if I'm imagining it in the way it's intended.
Okay.
And I'm wondering if you can set it straight on how it's intended.
Okay.
Because it's a more geeky thing.
Oh, okay.
And you're the more geeky of the two of us.
For now.
For new. So, it's on a D&D Reddit, which is Dungeons and Dragons.
I don't really know too much about D&D though.
Okay.
But yes, you're all right.
My players won't play unless they are shirtless. It's uncomfortable and I don't know how to stop it. So I've been playing this homebrew campaign in a sort of Conan the Barbarian setting. Most of my players are barbarians. It's been a blast, but at some point, one of my players said, "It's time to get serious," during a tough encounter and took off their shirt while screaming in rage. They proceeded to roll a nat 20 to the shock of everyone. Then one by one, they all just got really hyped and started taking their shirts off screaming. They ended up winning the encounter. It was a funny moment, but ever since then, they've been calling themselves the Beef Brigade, refusing to play with shirts on. I mean, it's cool that they want to get in character, but I don't really like this. Every time I tell them to not take off their shirts, they get upset. They all start to flex and tell me things like, "You can't stifle the beef," or call me bad beef. I just don't know what to do or how to stop this. If anyone has dealt with a similar situation, I would love some advice.
See, I've got two trains of thought in this. Bad beef made me think of sour meat.
Yeah.
Call back to a few episodes ago. Get two trains of thought on it.
Yeah.
Well, do you know what a nat 20 is?
No.
Well, a nat, like, Dungeons and Dragons is all about, like, chance and stuff.
Right.
Again, this is a very Cliff Notes version because I don't play it. But, like, a nat 20 is, like, you get a 20-sided die. And obviously it's harder to roll a particular number. So if you say, oh, I'm going to fight this orc, the Dungeon Master will say, right, okay, you need to roll 14 or above.
Right.
The higher you roll, the more damage you do, or the less damage you take, etc.
Right.
So rolling a nat 20 is really hard,
Right.
but it's the best roll you can do, and you win the encounter, whatever it is.
Right, okay.
So my train of thought is, he's like, right, let's get serious, bit of a joke, started off a joke, rolled a nat 20, steamrolled whatever it was. I
Right.
can imagine being in that moment going, wow,
Everybody
we're
gets
brilliant,
hyped.
yeah."
Woo.
So like that just becomes like a recurring theme, and I think that's really good because I would enjoy that. I think that's fun.
Okay.
But my other train of thought is if the person is genuinely uncomfortable with it, then they should probably abide by that because everyone should feel comfortable playing, like, especially a game like Dungeons and Dragons.
So for me is I don't know anything about Dungeons and Dragons.
Right.
I was unsure if this was in-person gameplay or like computer gameplay.
Oh, it'll probably be in person, I imagine, or over
Right.
the internet.
So they've all just taken their tops off in person and they're repeating
Probably.
this thing. Okay.
Yeah. So Dungeons and Dragons will be played at a table like this.
Right.
The person that's writing it is probably the dungeon master
Okay.
who creates the campaign.
Right. So he's
Um,
trying to control.
Yeah, so he'll create the campaign and he'll like create like the encounters and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then the players will get really into it.
Right.
They'll have a little character sheet and all that sort of thing. And the dungeon master will say, "Oh, you need to roll this to do this," or all that sort of thing.
And he's obviously taken the time to write this. So
Yeah.
this is happening like week on week or whenever they meet for their...
Dungeons and Dragons games can go on for years. Some of them do go on for years and years and years.
Oh,
like really
bless them.
hardcore people. Sometimes it's just like a few weeks or a few months or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's probably a long-suffering dungeon master.
Bless.
Again, it sounds great. I would love to be involved in
I think
something
that
like
sounds amazing.
Yeah, but again, if the person's genuinely uncomfortable, I don't
Yeah.
like people being uncomfortable.
No,
but
definitely.
generally, if I had to give you one answer, I would take my top off as well.
Fair.
My top's off right now.
Your top is off.
That's why we don't do this in video form.
You should just be shouting Beef Brigade there.
I do like the beef brigade.
Okay, the next bit is somebody asked the world, I suppose, seduce me with ridiculous history facts. Somebody replied,
Sorry, is this the untitled section?
sorry, this is pineapples.
Sorry, I forgot about pineapples. Apologies.
Pineapples. Sorry, the untitled section was the Greek, ancient Greek thing, because I couldn't say the word until I
Right,
described
sorry.
the word.
Okay, cool. We're up to speed.
Yeah, so this is pineapples. Seduce me with ridiculous history facts. Reply, pineapples used to be so expensive that people would rent them for parties as prestigious decoration.
Is that why pineapples are used for swingers parties?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is a place you want to be type thing.
Look how swanky and expensive
Yeah.
we are.
That's quite cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Did you know as well? Just thought about
But
pineapples.
funny that you had to give the pineapple back afterwards.
Oh yeah, I never thought about renting. Actually, we did do it afterwards. Yeah.
Well, I mean, as long as it's still intact, otherwise I guess you have to pay for
You
it.
can't eat it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just look at
No,
it.
it's just for display.
So
Yeah.
they go, oh,
It's prestigious decoration.
Mark's got a pineapple. Oh, him. Wow.
Oh, he's doing all right for
I'm
himself.
quite happy to be here. What happens if they then visit the next day and the pineapple's gone? Will they just assume he's ate it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Right. Do you want to know a fun pineapple fact?
Sure.
Maybe we should introduce pineapple trivia.
Once we've run out of London Glasgow
Yeah,
trivia.
but I've only got one fact for you. The enzymes in a pineapple will rub away your fingerprints
Forever?
forever.
Oh.
Yep. I don't know how long it takes.
I was going to say, yeah. You're just sticking your hand in a pineapple for...
I don't think it like happens overnight.
Oh, right. So you've got to stay in there for longer than overnight?
I think it's more people that work with pineapples every day, like farmers and factory workers that deal with pineapples or some shit. I don't know.
And we're talking about pineapple flesh, not the pineapple
Yeah, not the
outside.
not the husk.
Yeah, husk,
Is
yeah.
that what it's called? Yeah, the actual flesh, like the juices have got an enzyme in it that burn away your fingerprints forever.
Wow.
But again, it takes loads of exposure over many, many months and years.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Fair.
Thanks.
Fair.
Any more poly tidbits?
Yeah, the last one is
Ooh.
kebab.
Forgot about kebab. Sorry, here we go.
So somebody asked on Twitter for people to brag about their dads. Then this woman replied, in 1991, my dad bought a whole frozen doner kebab meat cylinder off a bloke in a pub, which almost ended my parents' marriage. That's the whole tweet.
In what way, though?
And in my mind, this person is Scottish.
Why? Why is that person Scottish?
Because he's
Why?
bought a whole cylinder of kebab off a
Do you know
bloke in the pub.
Do you not get cylinders of kebab? I've seen cylinders of kebab down here.
It just seems like something,
Do you know what? I understand why you think that. Yes,
a
I
drunk
do.
Scottish man
Yeah.
would do.
My Uncle Jerry would bring home a
He
cylinder of
definitely would.
Yeah.
I like that it was frozen as well, so they could,
Yeah.
just chop bits off here and there when they needed it, but keep it fresh in the freezer.
Now, I'm curious how it nearly ended the marriage. Is it because it was a ridiculous thing that he spent all the money on?
Yeah, how much did this cost?
Or was she like sick of kebab after a while?
Yeah.
So she's like, oh,
Did he
kebab.
take up all the freezer space and she didn't have room for her emergency pizzas and
Did
stuff?
she get sick
Oh.
from eating dodgy frozen kebab? It was probably...
I don't think it could be her getting sick, because if you're choosing to eat the dodgy frozen kebab that you bought off a bloke in the pub, that's your own issue.
You still get sick from that.
Oh, you would, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm saying if she chose to eat it...
I think there's a way you blame somebody in there.
I'm sure you can definitely find them.
I enjoyed that though. Don't enjoy the stereotype, but that's fine.
That's me done.
Is that you done?
Polly's Tidbits.
Thank you for
your...
Your jingles are the same for every
Yeah.
section.
Fair.
Okay. I've only got one fun little bit left.
Is it the game?
Yes, that's my first fun little bit when doing like a fucking sack of shit. It's
You're
fine.
not going to
don't worry.
disagree there.
So, it's a little game, and we could probably repeat this game in future with different categories. If you like it, you might hate this game as well.
I'm sorry if I really upset you in this.
You've not upset me, but you've really caught me off guard with your lackluster response.
Sorry.
Or your uninterested, like, I would eat anything blended response.
Yeah, I think I didn't...
Anyway, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter. Let's not tread on the past, the ancient past. But so this is something that I saw on TikTok, I think, shortly after we filmed the last podcast. And I thought that's really good.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you 5 food items,
Okay.
one at a time, and without knowing what's coming next, you need to rank those food items as your top 5. But you can't change
Yeah.
what
Okay.
you've done. So the outcome, you alright?
Yeah.
So the outcome of this doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah. No, yeah.
But
fair.
I think it's just quite fun.
Yeah, because I'm going to get annoyed if I don't get
Yeah,
my
because you'll be like,
five right,
oh,
yeah.
fuck yeah, that's number
That's the
one.
best ever, yeah.
And then the next one will be like, oh,
The next
no.
one will be tiramisu, and I'll be like, oh, God.
Tiramisu is not on the list.
Okay, excellent. Good to know.
But that
I
could be...
appreciate that little
This is
helping
more...
hand.
You'll see this is more like savoury dinner items.
Okay.
Coincidentally, but that's also worked out quite nicely because we could probably do desserts.
Okay.
Or restaurants or whatever.
Genres.
Yes.
Cuisines.
So we'll see how it goes and then we can go from here. So again, 1 from 5, 1 being the best, obviously, 5 being the worst. You cannot change your answer. I will allow you a little bit of time to deliberate with yourself,
Yep.
but not too much.
Okay.
Number 1.
Or do we just go instinct? Boom, boom, boom. Anyway, carry
No,
on.
I think deliberate. Number 1, garlic bread.
Oh,
And it can be whatever garlic bread you want. Cheesy, not cheesy, whatever. Garlic bread as you would eat garlic bread.
that one we had from Pizza Hut the other day, that was amazing.
That was really good.
Garlic bread.
Shout out Pizza Hut.
Woo whoop.
Give us free pizza.
I'm going to say 3.
Conservative. Okay.
I don't want to go too hard, you know.
You know, but see, that's the thing that I saw in the game. Everyone
Yeah.
was very hesitant because, like, oh, number 1's going to be number 1.
But you might say like tomato soup and then
Could say something else that you absolutely hate. Okay, number 3. You're locking in number 3?
locking in.
Okay. Number 2, sushi.
Sushi 4. I like sushi,
Okay.
but it has to be... I have to be in the mood. Whereas garlic bread I could eat all day, every day.
Garlic bread and sushi are so close together. Interesting. Okay. Locked
Yeah,
in?
I think
Time
I've
for?
screwed up with the garlic bread already. But
That's all right. You're locked in. Number 3. Again, how you would order this. It doesn't need to just be this one thing. Cheeseburger. Could be a double. Could be one from, like, the truffle one you get, whatever. Just the cheeseburger, how you would order the cheeseburger.
2.
2. You're locking in with 2.
Yeah.
So,
I don't like your face right now. You know that I've locked this in wrong.
no. So just a recap. Cheeseburger number 2. Garlic bread number 3. Sushi number 4.
We've got 1 and 5.
1 and 5. The
open.
best and the worst.
Yeah.
And I might tell you, if whatever number 5 is, you can't eat again ever. And I will police that.
I feel like I should have been told the full rules before the game started.
I police what this game is.
All right then.
Number 4, fajitas,
Interesting.
because we just had fajitas for dinner.
Whoa.
Now, don't let that sway your answer.
But it's definitely not the worst.
I mean,
So it's going to have to go number 1.
is it?
I don't know.
So either fajitas is the best food or fajitas is worse than sushi.
It's not even better than the burger. Burger should have been number 1. What was the last one? I'm going to put fajitas at 1 because I think
1?
you got a rubbish one.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
No. Are you locked in?
Locked in.
Okay. So just before I tell you what the actual one is, number 5 was a rubbish one at first.
Ah.
But I thought I would change it to something that you would actually eat.
Oh, okay.
'Cause
Wait,
I
what
thought-
would I not have eaten?
Jelly deals.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, I thought, oh, that's going to be fun. And I thought you would never eat jelly deals anyway.
I've never had
So I thought it'd be
them,
more interesting of things that you would actually eat.
Right.
Number 5, which is now number 5 on your list, is a Sunday roast. Oh.
Maybe it's that rubbish Sunday roast.
No,
from
it's the
Cardboard.
best Sunday roast you've ever had.
Oh. It's so comforting.
The one from the lovable Rogue.
That was good, yeah.
That was good. Not the best, but it was good.
Yeah, okay. So, can I give you my real answers now?
You can, yes.
So, sushi 5,
Thought that.
fajitas 4.
Oh, okay.
Garlic bread I'm going to stick with as 3 because it's a side.
Yeah, okay.
And then roast and then burger. But does burger come with chips?
No, just burger.
So burger then roast.
Okay, cool.
Cool. I
Did
liked
you-
that.
did you enjoy that? Was it
yeah,
fun?
That was good. Much better than the other game.
Let's leave the other game alone. Did you enjoy that? Should we do more?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I come up with a new category every week.
Yeah.
You can bring a category if you want, because I think it'd be quite fun to answer.
Okay, cool.
We won't do 2 in the 1 week, so if you really want to do one, let me know. If not, I'll do one.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. That's all my fun little bits.
Yay!
And therefore, the end of the podcast.
Here we are.
Do you have anything else to say?
Another fortnight down. We'll see you in another fortnight.
You say that as if it's like another fortnight to death. Can't wait.
Technically it is, but
Yeah, I know, but like another fortnight down. Yay.
no, I like this. This is fun.
It's fun, isn't it?
Yes.
Over an hour this week.
Woo!
Just barely. Hope you're still listening, Joe.
Stick with it, mother.
Yeah, you'll love it. I meant to bring up your mum and dad's digestive and Nutella.
Oh, yeah.
Forgot all about it. Shall we bring it up quickly or do we have time?
I'll do it quickly. They've tried the digestive sandwich and we haven't had the feedback on what they thought, but I assume it was good.
I hope it was good because I feel like I put a lot of pressure on it.
Yeah.
The past few weeks I put a lot of pressure on your dad and eating my digestives.
Yeah.
Which I am sorry for, but I'm not. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Try it with jam and try it with butter.
Yeah.
I have nothing else to say.
Excellent.
Do you have anything else to say?
Nope.
Thanks for listening, everyone. As we mentioned at the top, follow us on all our places and all that stuff. Send us questions and DMs and funny bits and tricks and trivias and whatnot. Love to hear it all. Be really fun, really great.
Yeah, we really want to hear from you.
We do. It'd be great. I reckon by next time we will be well clear of the 150 listeners and hopefully a new country of people listening. But that's the pod, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.